Hi there, I am Mr. Mika Garden and I'm here for a reason. And that reason is to tell you about the Code of Conduct of Teachers in Guyana based on the topic of your learners and you. Now, all learners have the right to feel safe, secure, and respected. We are talking about Code of Conduct. Now, what is Code of Conduct? According to a definition on Google, Code of conduct is a set of written guidelines produced by public authorities or professional organizations which details a set of recognized ethical norms or values and professional standards of conduct to which all members of a profession must adhere. In the field of education, similar to other professional fields, there is a need for a code of conduct. Teachers require a code of conduct for a multitude of reasons. Teaching is a complicated profession. It is important for educators to understand how to appropriately interact with their learners, since many aspects of education rely on collaboration with the aforementioned individuals, which is the learners. It is imperative for teachers to understand what is proper in regards to those individuals and any interactions among them. Like any employment position, it is essential to know all of the rules one must follow. A teacher's first responsibility should be their students, treating them all equally to no matter their ability, race, or ethnicity. Thus, ethical code of conduct towards students is addressed in the very first principle of the code of conduct of ethics and details the brand of rapport a teacher should establish within the classroom. In accordance with the code of conduct, a teacher should first place high value on and demonstrate to students commitment of excellence in work, manners, and achievement. Two, encourage students to practice respect for others and to be thoughtful and helpful at all times, especially in relation to the aged and the handicapped. Encourage students to exercise discipline. Help students to develop a sense of responsibility, self reliance, and independence. Encourage students to show respect for all forms of duly constituted authority. Demonstrate patriotism and appreciation of freedom with responsibility. Help students to differentiate right from wrong and justice from injustice. Encourage students to show respect and appreciation for personal and public property. Assist students to exercise tolerance as they strive for understanding of others' ideas and beliefs. Strive for consistency, firmness, and understanding in disciplinary dealings with pupils. Instill a feeling of pride in self, school, and community. Help students to understand and appreciate that the development of acceptable attitudes, values is more than blind obedience to rules. Strive to develop mutual courtesy and respect between teachers and pupils. Dealing justly with each student and treat each with courtesy and consideration. Work towards developing and promoting good human relations and qualities. Do not encourage undue formality with students. Do not smoke, drink, or eat during teaching sessions in the presence of students. Do nothing by precept that is, or example likely to corrupt students. Stimulate the spirit of inquiry, the acquisition of knowledge and understanding and thoughtfulness. A thoughtful formulation of worthy goals. Respect the confidentiality of information about a student of or his or her home with his hold with withhold it unless its release serves a professional purpose, benefits the students, or required by law. Undertake to constantly pursue the improvement of learning facilities and opportunities. Make responsible efforts to protect students from conditions harmful to health and safety. Do not use facilities of the school to tutor students privately for gain. Do not discriminate on the grounds of ability, race, color, or creed. Remain in loco parentis while the student is in your care and fulfill this responsibility according to the law. Cooperate as far as professional obligations will allow you in securing the wish of parents for their children. Seek to foster the Seek to foster the interest of parents in the progress of their children. Everything an educator does is for benefit of the students. Therefore, it makes sense that the code of conduct explains the teacher's duties to the students. The entire code essentially presents the obligations a teacher has in terms of relationships with students. According to the Ministry of Education Code of Conduct, a professional educator must not encourage undue formality with students. In addition, educators must not have any sexual relationships with students, harass students, or withhold any evidence from authorities or violations of code of conduct. In short, a teacher should never harm a student, whether it be sexually, physically, emotionally, professionally, or academically. Students are the top priority, and educators have the duty to keep them.